It was a very good session because the first time I met my jury, I didn't know them pretty well. So what I did was, I asked him a question, how did you evolve as a person in the last 18 months, 19 months that we've been, some of us were locked down, some are starting out to do a hybrid setup in the office. But in my room, the jury were all at home, still working at home, from home. So I asked him, how did you evolve as a person? And that was very interesting because it sets the tone of the evolution category. So some would say a very deep realization of knowing their families like never before. They started learning new skills. They developed skills and talents that they never knew existed. Some went back to basics, however, transformed those basic into something innovative and something surprising. So when they were starting to talk about their lives, while I'm getting to know them one by one, we were actually defining the category. And so I would even read some of their answers. So this is very insightful. So what you never thought possible. So this is something that is part of evolution. It's something from the old and basic transformed into something surprising. It's always an advancement and moving forward, opening to something newer heights, something better, making lives better, and new learnings from skills and emotions. So, and then I summarized it by saying that, you know, evolution is a process of development and advancement. It's always moving forward, it's always an advancement. It's a diversification as well to create possibilities and positive change. So we've seen great ideas in so we have creative technology. My favorite was brand action, commerce, experiential. You have media, innovation, and the best time of real time, or the best use of real time advertising. So those are all under the evolution category. From health challenges to work challenges to mental health challenges, it is natural that brands navigated through purpose, okay, to be relevant today. But otherwise, there were also some brave brands that started to navigate marketing in newer ways where they've never, you can tell, they've never done before, just to reach their target market. So those were the very interesting ones, and those were the ones in the brand action and in the real-time advertising, because you know you are selling, but and you know people are digital today, you know, but how do you do it in a not so traditional manner? How do you leap up and be top of mind in the world today? So that is the challenge, and you can feel that. But overall, brands and organizations and agencies were towards a very having a purposeful kind of ideas that I would love to have done. And I think as a creative, all of us are like that. Something that would make us envious, that you would you would you would have loved to be part of that team. We noticed that we only had 3 goals, and these 2 others were, you know, the winners from the very beginning, as we were scoring even on our own, and also it did well also in other shows. But the third one was not really expected. It was one of the last ones that one of the jurors, what if, you know, these 2 other winners, which is the donation dollar, which is brilliant, creating your own coin, and the Stevenage challenge, which already won several times, very brilliant ideas. But what is the one that we were looking for that moves us forward, that advances us? And for us, it was the AWA. It was a soap where in one part of the world that because it was a habit for women to be washing clothes by the streams and by the lakes, it was not polluting the lakes. It was even cleaning it. So most of us who had experience with our part of the world where it's still happening, people still wash their clothes where there are lakes and rivers. And that is the #1 pollutant for big companies, for manufacturers of detergent bars and detergent powders. So we felt that was one of a sustainability idea that would help the world moving forward.